about the location and geography of Tarawa?
Well, Tarawa was a part of the Gilbert Islands chains, and it was in the Pacific, and it was actually the top of a submerged mountain.
Can you tell us what the objective of Tarawa, the mission was?
It was a strategic position in the Central Pacific, and it was the gateway for the U.S. to get to the Philippines.
The U.S. was planning an invasion on the Mariana Islands, but the Marshall Islands they needed for a general base, and Tarawa stood in their way.
Patrick and Angelo, this question's for both of you. What type of opposition did you face on the island?
On Tarawa, there were 4,700 Japanese soldiers. The island was pretty heavily defended. There's 14 8-inch machine guns, and there was also an airfield. That's why it was so important for us to take this over. And also, there were a lot of pillboxes, dugouts, and readouts.
The Japanese were really confident in their defenses. The Admiral Shibazaki Kaiji said that it would take 1 million men 100 years to conquer the place.
What was the day of the invasion like? Tell us about this.
The naval and aerial bombardment started on November 13th, 1943. We didn't actually go ashore until November 21st, and we thought that the aerial bombardments maybe had some effect, but as soon as we got into that, our boats got stuck on the coral reef that surrounded the island because the waters were fairly shallow, and as soon as we got out of the boat, we were in waist deep to chest deep water, machine gun fire whizzing over our heads.
I was sitting in the boat watching the shells pepper the island, and every time a shell would hit it, we would all cheer. But we didn't know that there would be that much resistance when we got to shore.
How did the invasion go on the first day? I mean, can you give us a little detail about it? I think we might even have some pictures of... No, we don't. That's for later in the show. I'm sorry. Just tell us how the invasion went.
When the 2nd Division finally got ashore, the lagoon waters were blood-stained. There's 1,500 casualties by nightfall, and we were just waiting for relief to come the next day.
The Amtraks proved useless because they were too slow, and some of the men drowned in the high waters because of the weight of their ammunition belts.
How did the momentum change of the battle on the 22nd and 23rd of November?
By nightfall on the 22nd, we secured the west end of the island, and then on the 23rd, we cleared all the pillboxes and dugouts out, and it was pretty evident that most of the Japanese were gone.
There was only 17 Japanese prisoners taken. The rest of them either killed themselves or fought to the death. The Japanese fought by the Bushido Code, which was death before dishonor.
So what did you learn from the Battle of Tarawa?
Well, Tarawa was the first time we faced opposition from the Japanese in an amphibious landing. And what the Army learned is that they need better pre-invasion reconnaissance, better and different types of fire support, and better ship-to-shore communication.
She stifles her tears.